Gran Turismo 7 is going to be adding free roam. In this video, I'm going to let you know why. I've just come back from the Gran Turismo movie, which I'm starring in. Well, not starring in, but I'm in the movie. You can see me in the movie here. And Gran Turismo 7 movie, or the Gran Turismo movie, features free roam. It has a free roam scene where the character's driving away from the police on the streets. It's got a free roam UI. So Sony know, Polyphony and Sony produce a movie. They know that people want free roam. Now, there's a couple of reasons why this is absolutely inevitable. I don't know whether it's going to be Gran Turismo 7 free roam or if it's going to be a new Gran Turismo sort of free roam game. But this is the thing. Gran Turismo is the real driving simulator. It's not the real racing simulator, it's the real driving simulator. And in Gran Turismo, being only closed track racing, every race is PvP. You're always racing against other people. It's purely competitive. And this day and age, people don't want to do that as much. If you look at the percentage of people that actually play on sport mode, it's a tiny percentage of people that play Gran Turismo. And that means people are missing out on the social experience. Games like The Crew, games like Forza Horizon, Test Drive Unlimited, even Need for Speed, they all offer these social experiences where you can go out there and just mess around with your mates. And Gran Turismo has such a wealth of incredibly designed and accurate cars that drive so well, police cars as well, that people are literally begging them to allow them to drive them on the open road. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you want to see Gran Turismo free roam. They watch this channel. That's how they got in touch with me about the movie. So they watch this channel. If you want to see free roam, just write in the comments, I want Gran Turismo free roam, because a lot of people will say no, free roam is against the ethos of Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is about close track racing. I really disagree. I think Gran Turismo is about the thrill of driving a car, the feeling of performance, cars that some of them we can drive in the real world. Like my car is in Gran Turismo Peugeot RTZ, so I drive a car every day that I can drive in Gran Turismo. But there's some cars, like the cars you can see here going all the way up to the VGTs, that we would never be able to drive in real life. And we can drive them in Gran Turismo and feel that thrill of speed. So I think Gran Turismo is really going to add it. They'll be looking at Forza, by the way. Forza Horizon is probably a bigger game than Forza Motorsport. We will find out in a few months when Forza Motorsport launches, but I think Forza Horizon is bigger. The Crew is a huge game. It's the biggest sort of, I guess, non-first party, sort of like, non-Formula 1 racing game. So made by an independent developer, available on both PlayStation and Xbox. Quite a significant update in the Crew Motorfest for the handling model. And you have the open road, and that means you can have these crazy races like the Grand Race. You can just cruise around with your mates, and people really want to do that. You can see that because of all of the role-playing lobbies that exist in Gran Turismo 7. If you go to the Gran Turismo multiplayer menu, you will see so many role-playing lobbies, speed limit lobbies, police chase lobbies, car parks, all this kind of stuff. People are trying to use the very strict parameters of Gran Turismo to go free roaming, because that's what a lot of us want to do. Look, I'm a sim racer. I've got a direct drive Logitech DD Pro here, load cell pedals, GT Omega rig. I've got a race logic thing down here as well. This is proper sim racing setup. But I'm not ashamed to say I want to drive, in the open road. I want to go free roaming in my video games as well. And I want to have an authentic experience. I want the cars to handle nicely. That's why I prefer the Crew Motorfest over Forza Horizon 5, because the handling's better. Gran Turismo is, 7 iterations, or I guess 8 with Sport, and then, we count the A-Spec ones, but many iterations that have been about track racing. Be it sometimes you've been able to create your own tracks and whatnot, but this is really the time for free roam, and it will turn Gran Turismo into an even bigger cultural phenomenon, because I'm not sure, kids growing up or people getting into gaming are that obsessed about driving on a track. They would rather be driving on road and experiencing the cars that way. I'd be much more excited about a lot of the cars that Gran Turismo add in their updates if I could drive them on the road and just sort of have fun and customize them. I think Gran Turismo needs to let its hair down a little bit more. Otherwise, its lunch is going to get taken. It's quite a controversial opinion I'm putting out here. When Forza Horizon 5 came out and I made some comparisons with GT7, I got a lot of heat for that, because people were saying, oh, these games are not similar at all. One's, a racing game, one's just messing around open world. I don't think a lot of people see it like that. I think a lot of people will see cars on the cover and see it as a driving game and thinking, which game should I buy for myself or for my kids or as a gift or whatnot. And Gran Turismo 7 is putting itself in a more limited position by just not facilitating that style of driving that a lot of people want to do. You can see here on the screen, you know, none of this is actual free roam from GT7. We've had to kind of put together this footage to give you an idea of what free roam could be like. You could have areas that link tracks together. You could link up the Tokyo Expressway tracks. You could have traffic there, be weaving in and out of traffic. You know, maybe there's licensing issues, but I think those licensing issues are probably in the past because there are so many free roam games now that even include licensed cars as the traffic cars. So things like damage and driving in traffic. Look here at Tokyo Expressway. Wouldn't it be great if you could just drive here in a 24-hour cycle through, you know, different amounts of traffic and whatnot? And we're not asking for the world. You look at stuff like Test Drive on, the Crew Motorfest has these hubs where you can go to. You can showcase your liveries in actual real space. You can buy and sell cars in real space. That's kind of fun. You don't have these antiquated menus that Gran Turismo 7 has. And yeah, the closest thing we probably have is a Nordschleife here, the Nordschleife. There's my Peugeot RCZ. That's my car. Doesn't look like that in real life though, because I don't have the permanent wang on it. But that's probably the closest we get. Stuff like Grand Valley Speedway, Grand Valley Highway, that also kind of gives us a vibe. But ultimately, you're fighting against the game if you just want to have fun. You are fighting against the game. The game is always... Here, they're technically still doing laps. You should be able to turn it off and just kind of, you know, open up the pits and just go and roam about. And I feel like that would unlock so much of the potential that we have with the amazing cars in Gran Turismo 7. Some cars are made for the track, like that that was the MP44, or a car made to look like MP44. This is the Suzuki Escudo. But even this would be a phenomenal car to like go properly off-road. Look at the Willys Jeep there. What an insane race this is. But I think we would have so much fun, especially in my community, the Kireth Community Racing team, the squad. We would love it. You know, PSVR free roam as well just would be absolutely uncanny. I mean, the footage here is it's paining me that we don't have it, but they added it in the movie. The Gran Turismo movie, as I said, has a free roam scene in it where they create Gran Turismo free roam with the UI. It's absolutely insane. I think it's a great thing. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm saying here. I think I'm one of the only people saying it. Hit that subscribe button, support the channel. I would love to see free roam in Gran Turismo 7. Absolutely would love to see it. Anyway, let's hope it comes, and I'll see you in the next video.